You train to win. But if your curriculum has 500 techniques, you train to lose. Real combat data proves a small, refined moveset dominates every fighting reality. Let's look at the numbers. In the UFC, over 85% of significant strikes come from a tiny arsenal: the jab, cross, hook, overhand, front kick, round kick, and knee. Spinning techniques make viral highlights but account for a fraction of outcomes. A 2023 study of UFC submissions showed 90% came from 5 techniques: rear naked choke, guillotine, armbar, triangle choke, and arm triangle choke. The same pattern holds in law enforcement and military curricula. The FBI Defensive Tactics System and military combatives programs distill unarmed combat to 20 to 30 techniques. They do this because after-action reports from real engagements prove these few actions work under stress. Prison and street altercation studies show the same: aggression, durability, and 3 to 4 basic actions like the haymaker punch, clinch, headbutt, and ground and pound decide outcomes. Complexity filters out under pressure. Only ingrained gross motor movements survive. The convergence is not random. It happens because the human body under stress defaults to what it knows best. Your nervous system cannot sort through a mental Rolodex of 500 techniques when someone punches you in the face. It relies on the few patterns you have drilled to unconscious competency. This is the efficiency paradox. The more techniques you learn, the slower your reaction time under pressure. Each new technique dilutes the neural pathways of the others. You end up with a shallow understanding of many moves and deep mastery of none. The solution is not to learn more. The solution is to learn less, but learn it deeper. You need a curriculum that prioritizes biomechanically efficient movements and organizes them into a small, core arsenal. This is what produces reliable performance when it matters. Biomechanical efficiency means each movement uses strong bone alignment, minimizes telegraphic path, maximizes power generation, and maintains structural integrity. A vertical up guard frames with the ulna and radius, not fragile fingers. A front kick travels the most direct vector to the target and engages your core and ground connection. A spinning back kick fails these tests too often under random conditions. The statistics prove that fighters gravitate toward these efficient movements instinctively or through training. Your job is to identify and teach only these biomechanically privileged movements from the start. Do not waste time on techniques that look impressive but fail under pressure. You need movements that work every time, against resistance, in chaos. This is the foundation of a reliable combat system. Curricular efficiency is about organizing your entire curriculum around a minimum effective dose of techniques and maximum effective depth of skill. You build 6 core skills: guarding, striking, blocking, parrying, grappling, and throwing. Every combative problem falls into one of these categories. Instead of learning 100 techniques, you learn a smaller set of positions, actions, and presentations. You arrange these using the 6 core categories to create solutions for any situation. This is the difference between memorizing 1,000 sentences and mastering grammar with a core vocabulary. A student who achieves deep unconscious competency in fundamental mechanical units can handle a vast array of situations without learning 200 techniques. Their moveset appears small, but their applicable skill set is vast. This is how you train for real combat. The traditional model of a 10-year black belt learning hundreds of moves has hidden costs. Decision paralysis is one. Under stress, your brain cannot sort through a vast Rolodex of techniques. It defaults to the few most ingrained patterns. If you have not drilled those patterns to automaticity, you freeze. Diminished depth is another cost. Training time is finite. Spend 100 hours on 100 techniques, and each gets 1 hour of practice. Spend 100 hours on 10 techniques, and each gets 10 hours. Which student develops reliable skill? The one who practices less, more often. Every technique you add beyond the core arsenal reduces the quality of your training. You must be ruthless about what you include. Only keep the movements that pass the test of biomechanical efficiency and real-world statistical validation. Start by auditing your current curriculum. Identify the techniques that show up in real fight data and law enforcement training. Those are your core. Strip away everything else that does not meet the criteria of biomechanical efficiency and statistical validation. Then drill those core techniques until you can execute them without thinking. Use progressive resistance. Start slow, add speed, add pressure, add chaos. Measure your progress by your ability to perform under stress, not by the number of techniques you know. Remember, the goal is not to collect moves. The goal is to build reliable skill. A small, deeply mastered moveset will always outperform a large, shallow one. This is the efficiency paradox. Embrace it and you will train smarter, not harder. Stop collecting techniques. Start mastering the few that win fights. Your training time is limited. Spend it on what works.